I'm sure he would bite really good into a Johnny Apple. Hey, Johnny Appleseed. Let's have Johnny Appleseed. Reapers, what is good? It's your boy Laser. He's always for another scary reaction video. He's on the scary content. So can you do that? He's in the top 10 demons pretending to be imaginary friends. Guys, there's so many scary demons out there. That's right. Enjoy scary content. You want scary music features? Sims 11. You subscribe, hit the notification bell icon. I'll stream every night on Twitch. Go check out the streams, fucking amazing. Also check out my music site on platforms. Let's dive straight in this video.
List of top 10
Here we go.
pretending to be imaginary friends. As always, make sure you like, comment,
I got
subscribe,
imaginary
and hit
demons.
the little
I got
notification
demons in my
bell.
mind.
Also, follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. It's a simple click away, and it's a way you can see all of our dumb faces over here.
Who cares? Also, always make sure to hold your thoughts captive to God, bro. Don't let Satan control your thoughts, because Satan, if he takes over your mind, your mind goes bye-bye.
A little bit more.
I mean, your
and
life.
You guys should stick around for the whole list, because I want you guys to let me know in the comments if any of the demons on this list have worked their way into your childhood. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. At number 10, we have the Faceless Man. This one was written by a young mother whose son would talk about a creepy man he would always see in his grandparents' bedroom. That sounds completely safe and normal. Just a guy that nobody knows about hanging around in a bedroom. It sounds like he has the best intentions. Well,
he looks like a fucking person that's just covered in a pile of shit. Like, did he go diving in like some local sewer? The fake?
the little boy said even though the man was creepy, he would talk to him and he seemed like a nice guy, but he made the boy feel uncomfortable. Now the mom knew that this couldn't be a real person, but the more and more that the little boy talked about it, the more the mother's concern grew. It seemed that every time he went to visit his grandparents, he would have an encounter with this creepy man. Eventually, the mom asked what he looked like, and the little boy said, "Oh, he doesn't have a face." That will make it easy to sleep at night.
He looks like a, what are those things called, bro? He looks like a raspberry turnover. Turnovers are so good, man. He looks like a raspberry turnover.
Faceless demon that is making pals with your toddler. One of the toughest parts about being a parent is controlling the people your kids are exposed to, especially when they come from an alternate demonic universe. At number 9, we have Michael. So one of the best places to make friends is on vacation. You run into some other people who are on vacation, everyone feels loose and wild, you've got no responsibilities, maybe you all have too much to drink and everyone keeps a secret. Great times and never-ending memories. Well, sometimes you meet a bunch of like-minded people ready to make mistakes.
I still want to just, fuck, why is my sound fucked? I still want to just, like, run down here. Oh, man, I still want to just run down this bitch. This looks fun as hell. I would, dude, running in, like, a open field, like, full fog would be crazy. I feel like fucking, like, your soulmate right here would be crazy. Definitely can do that in the future. Fucking a soulmate on the beach in, like, the fog, that's something new. Fuck yeah.
And sometimes you're a little girl and you meet an invisible boy on the beach named Michael. The Reddit user I'm Not a Crazy Person wrote a story about a boy that no one could see that she met while she was on a trip with her parents in Florida. They were all on the beach and she spent the day playing with someone named Michael. When it was time to leave, she asked if Michael could come home with them. Her mom thought it was all just in her little girl's head, so she said yes. For years she said she could play with Michael and remember it all so vividly. It was until one day that Michael said he found his family and he was going home. Was this all in the little girl's head, or was there a ghost freeloading off them for years? At number 8, we have the captain. This story comes from a child psychiatrist. Some parents brought in their daughter because she was terrified by a being in a room who she called the captain. She described the captain as a tall man.
Captain. Captain Reaper. Go check out my song Captain Reaper on all platforms. Captain, can I walk the plank? I want to get my pee-pee munched on by a bunch of octopuses.
With a beard. And the captain would tell the little girl that when she grew up, her job would be killing. This of course scared the hell out of the little girl because she didn't want to kill anyone and probably because she thought she would have more options in the future. The little girl would cry and tell the captain she doesn't want to kill, but he would just say, "You'll get used to it. Jeez. At number 7, we have Grateful. A young girl by the name of Ruby was interviewed for a magazine. The article was about imaginary friends. Ruby described her imaginary friend as a 14-year-old girl named Grateful who was pregnant with 2 kids and had yellow eyelashes which let her see in the dark. It seemed like a fun character until the article was published, and then an actress by the name of Natalie Morales contacted the girl's mother through Twitter, giving her details on why this wasn't an imaginary friend but a ghost of a pregnant...
Look at those. Looks like she has like gold maggots around her fucking eyes. That doesn't look attractive in any way. Well, we don't do it for you. No, like, all jokes aside, I don't even think a girl would like this on her. This has gotta be CGI. Do girls actually have gold eyelashes? That's so... that's horrible.
Teen who was murdered. Ooh. At number 6, we have Girl in the Closet. Next, we got what is for sure the creepiest one on the list so far. This story comes from a mom whose daughter would talk about a girl named Kelly who lived in her closet. Kelly would do pretty normal stuff. They would play together. Kelly would sometimes hang on a rocking chair, which is a huge ghost red flag. Just saying. It was all nice and normal until one day the mom was watching the Amityville Horror, starring Canadian treasure Ryan Reynolds, and her daughter walked into the room. It was during a scene where there was a girl on the screen with black pits for eyes and rotting skin. Her daughter then says that looks like Kelly, which her mom responds with, "Who's Kelly?" And her daughter replies, "Oh, Kelly's the girl who's living in my closet." I bet her mom had a great sleep that night. At number 5, we have A Family Spirit. We've got another one that we snagged right off of Reddit. Reddit is such a wonderful place. You can get everything you want. You can find...
Oh yes, Reddit, the place where you find musty ass people. You look musty, laser. Shut up. No, I just took a shower. That's why I look kind of musty. But showers make you look musty. But fucking, I forgot.
Find illegal streaming websites.
Oh yeah, Reddit, the home of fucking grown men that obsess over their like karma count, and like they jack off to subreddits.
Sell used underwear, and even find terrifying stories about kids with demonic imaginary friends. This story was written by 𝐈𝐭'𝐬32. She said her daughter told her the story about a tall man who would visit her at night. This tall man would do the sign of the cross on her forehead. If it wasn't bad enough that ghosts are coming into your home, now they're touching you, then the creepy factor got turned all the way up to 11 when her and her daughter were going through some family photos. They came across a picture of 𝐈𝐭'𝐬's late grandfather.
I just get like senile.
And the little girl said that is the man that has been visiting her at night. This is where it gets good. The little girl had never met her great-grandfather before, and this was the first time she'd ever seen a picture of him. And when the dude was still alive, he would do the sign of the cross on all his kids' foreheads before they went to sleep. So I guess it's a little better knowing that the ghost who's coming into your house is a family member, but I don't really know. I don't know where everyone's lines are on this. At number 4, we have A Family Man. This one might be a real imaginary friend or demonic ghost murderer. The story comes from a sister of a little boy named Jordan, and Jordan had an imaginary friend named Roger. Roger was a family man with 9 kids.
Roger that. Roger. Why does every motherfucker name their like pet birdie Roger? I feel like whenever I think of a pet bird, their name's always Roger. Roger. Wasn't that fucking what was that episode from SpongeBob? The goofy ass SpongeBob episode. Was it Roger? Was that the name? Was it Roger? I don't know. You remember that episode? It was like, that felt like a fever. There were so many fever dream episodes in SpongeBob, bro. Dude, I would kill to do anything to like go back to the days I was young, bro. Just binge watching SpongeBob. The good SpongeBob. Back when the show was actually good. I think the show died. Anything after 2011, 2012 sucked. I think 2013 is when it officially started becoming dog shit. 2012 was like the last good season. But, the last good year, correction, but I remember there was like this one episode of them, like SpongeBob and Patrick, they were like in Mrs. Puff's like boating school, and then I don't know, they had to like, or SpongeBob's, was it Mrs. Puff's boating school? I don't know, so random. Like SpongeBob had to take care of like this egg or whatever, and like the bird would hatch. Was it a bird? I don't fucking remember. It was. All I remember is the name was like Roger or some shit like that. I don't fucking remember.
Kids, and Jordan and Roger got on fabulously until one day when the little boy announced that Roger is gone and killed his whole family. Well, that's a very abrupt ending to a friendship. Well, this might have just all been the kid's head who didn't really understand the weight of death and murdering your 9 children. Or was it the ghost of a crazed man who was left behind?
Yeah, it was this bullshit. This SpongeBob was so... I think they just took like a, well, obviously they just used like a CGI bird for that, but still.
From the murder-suicide he committed. Either way, if I have kids, I'm gonna get a tablet into their hands as fast as possible. There is no way in hell there's a ghost out there that is more entertaining than the whole internet. I don't care if you killed 10 kids. You're not beating Netflix or Russian dashcam videos. No, my kid's not gonna talk to you. Sticking on the tablet. At number 3, we have Jenny. Okay, so this one literally gave me goosebumps. This story is about a single mom and her daughter who have just moved into a new home. Not long after they settled in, the little girl started playing with an imaginary friend named Jenny. The kid's in a new place with just her and her mom, so it seemed pretty normal. One day, the unseen friend...
Do people actually have like imaginary friends as little kids? I'm kidding, that's normal. I had imaginary friends. I didn't have demons though as imaginary friends, but I used to... Dude, I remember my imaginary friends. I had 3 imaginary friends. They were the goofiest names I gave them to. I remember I used to talk to them all the time. It was Cleaver, Clover, and Trever. The goofiest names ever, bro. I was so weird growing up.
Named Jenny asked the little girl if she could ask her mom if the cat could play in the basement. Her mom said yes. Why wouldn't she? This seems like a very simple request. Then the cat went missing. They couldn't find the little kitty anywhere. A couple days after the cat went missing, the little girl told her mom that Jenny wanted to play with her in the basement. The mom was really freaked out and of course said no. The next day, the little girl woke up with scratches all over her body. What the hell was going on? They did some research into what was going on in this home, and Jenny was a girl who went missing in the basement a long time ago, and no one ever...
You guys are just looking at my soulmate right here. This is literally her.
Found her. This was spooky as hell, so the two quickly moved out, and I'm assuming they put the house on the market for a low price. At number 2, we have the Bunny Man. Taking care of kids can be so much fun, or you could be taking care of kids that think there's a demon that looks like the Easter Bunny living in their home. This story comes from a girl who says when she was 16, she would babysit
killing the goddamn fucking Easter Bunny. Go check out my song Easter Bunny on all platforms. I love promoting my music in my videos, especially my reaction videos. Look at his teeth, bro. Oh my god. I'm sure he would bite really good into a Johnny Apple. Hey, Johnny Appleseed. Let's have Johnny Appleseed. Bro, there's a big ass spider right there. Hold on. Do I want to kill it? I don't know. And just leave it. Fuck it. It's like right under my fucking mask, bro. This fucker, Johnny Appleseed. Can you give this fucker an apple though, please? Please.
2 twins who were terrified by a thing they called the Bunny Man. On more than one occasion, one of the twins would start screaming, claiming that the Bunny Man was in the room with him.
Dude, any movie with like, I think, what was that one movie? There was this movie I saw years ago, bro. It was like a scary movie. I want to, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say all or nothing, but I remember seeing this one movie about these like killer Easter Bunny, like, you know, they're humans, but like they had like these killer Easter Bunny outfits. Was it bunnies? I don't remember. And it was like home invasion type shit. I don't remember. It's crazy. Home invasion movies are probably the scariest because like that could literally just happen to anyone. Like that's like the most likable scenario, likable horror movie, most. I can't talk, bro. Fuck. Most likable horror movie scenario that could actually happen in real life. Like, a home invasion is so, like, that could happen to anyone, literally. It's the most likable, and it's the most, reasonable, like, you know?
Sometimes the other twin could sense that his brother was in trouble and tell the babysitter to go help. Now, this might have just been a prank to scare the crap out of a 16-year-old who's just trying to make a little bit of money, but she said that when they claimed they would see him, they would be terrified. Sometimes they would even be crying. So what do you think this is? Great actors ready to go into their Oscar role? Or is this the real-life Donnie Darko? At number 1, we have Mr. Man. Okay, and last on our list is the story of Mr. Man. You may have heard of this one. It was a pretty famous story on Reddit. It comes from a guy who said when he was 5 years old, he would be visited by a figure a few times a week. This would always happen when he would go to bed. He would see
This guy looks like he belongs in the Addams Family. The Addams Family!
tall man dressed in all black. He was bald and had a frowning face. He was probably frowning because he found out that he has to be bald in his entire afterlife.
Like they literally showed. Wait, dude, there was the Addams Family, and then there was that other movie. There was that other show, The Monsters. The Monsters. That show was better than the Addams Family. I'm gonna be real. The Monsters was that what it was called? Like there was. I think that show like was that show like a spin-off of the Addams Family? I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. The Monsters was so much better.
Life. You stay bald when you're dead? That's a huge bummer. This figure would never hurt him, but it would just kind of float above his bed like a really creepy roommate. Then one day, it just vanished and never came back. It wasn't until years later, when he was all grown up, that Mr. Man made his return. He saw the shadowy figure looking at him through a doorway, and then it used its ghostly powers to swing the door shut. Alright everyone, that is our list. I want to thank you all for...
Well guys, this was video. Hope you enjoyed it. Which one of those demons pretending to be imaginary friends? We're so scared of you. Enjoy scary content. You want to hear easy features to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.